In recent years, national forests in California and the Lake Tahoe Basin in Nevada were devastated by years of drought, bark beetle infestation, and wildfires. States of emergency were declared by a multitude of state, federal, and private agencies because of the dangers of standing dead trees, which can fall on roadways, buildings, or power lines and fuel overwhelming wildfires. There's a multitude of methods for removal. Most are time-consuming and dangerous at best. Large trees pose the biggest problems because they must be dropped in sections. In many instances, when these sections are dropped to the ground, they cause not only property damage, but also damage to underground utilities such as sewer and natural gas lines, which can go undetected for long periods of time. Due to terrain and location, the Division of Occupational Safety and Health, otherwise known as OSHA, and Connolly Crane Service Incorporated determined in certain cases where a tree is unsafe to be accessed by the use of conventional methods, such as climbing or the use of aerial devices, it may be safer to use a crane to place a worker into a tree. The process involves 4 stages, starting with putting a worker in the tree. The worker wears a full-body harness, approved tree worker saddle, tied off to the hook of the crane with an independent safety line attached above the crane hook. Once the worker is in the tree, he sets a choker and rappels down. Next, the worker engages in the sawing and dropping process. He makes the first cut, sawing the top of the tree. Then the crane hoists the load to the ground, where a ground crew awaits. They trim and clear the section while it is lowered. Meanwhile, the worker prepares for the second cut, and the process is repeated. During the last stage of the sawing, he rappels off of the tree to the ground and cuts the last section of the tree for the ground crew to complete the process. Lastly, the ground crew uses skip steers to clean and move debris to a dumpster for a trip to the chipper. Due to the effort and ingenuity put forth by Connolly Crane Service, OSHA safety standards and state laws were revised not only in California but in Nevada as well. Prior to this agreement, hanging a man from a hook of a crane was not only deemed unsafe, it was illegal. The Lake Arrowhead project proved that Connolly Crane Service workflows for hazardous tree removal are innovative, extremely effective, and efficient. While the initial costs may seem a bit high, the speed, efficiency, and safety actually save money over slow and dangerous conventional methods. Connolly Crane Service continues to be the leaders for the Arrowhead project to date, and they are still the primary and only operating crane service in Nevada to legally lift a man with a crane. Hazardous tree removal requires the recognition it deserves statewide in California and Nevada. The deadly wildfires of Lake Arrowhead and Tahoe and Cora are strong reminders of the urgency for state officials to take action. From 2003 to date, over 6,000 trees have been harvested using the technique of a crane to remove hazardous trees with a 0 incident rate. The ingenuity, effort, and leadership of Connolly Crane Service place them to the forefront of helping manage the dangers of hazardous trees. Their work with OSHA has proven that their technique is not only extremely safe, with a 0 incident rate to date, but cost-effective. For more information, contact Connolly Crane Service.